Alright, here's I'm gonna do a quick review on this sprayer I bought. You can see exactly what that is, a Graco Ultramax cordless, airless, handheld sprayer. It supposedly comes with two 20-volt DeWalt batteries and a charger. Now this was not cheap. I spent $700 on this. I don't usually buy insurance on stuff, but for 3 years it was only like $15 through Amazon, so I went ahead and did that. Put a lot of thought into buying this. I'm hoping it's going to come in handy. I've watched a lot of reviews, especially the Idaho painter. I put a lot of weight into what he says about certain things. So anyway, this is supposed to be a really good, helpful painter. It's not, it doesn't, forgot I had this. You see this real quick. That's a Graco whatever spray station. You have to thin the paint out. It's air powered, and I've used it before, and it's kind of a nuisance. And it just seems like, you know, you had to put on 100 coats just to get there. You had to thin the paint. I think I said that. But anyway, this was very expensive, but I think it's going to come in handy. What I'm going to paint with it is this shelving unit, or shelving whatever, that I built for the lady I said in the last video. And this will stand up, of course. I've just got to lay down. I got a little bit more sanding to do. But I'm going to spray this. I've got some, well, over here some Adirondack chairs. Been sitting there forever. I thought it'd come in handy for painting that. Painting doors. And I've got some shutters need to be painted. So I really feel like I'm going to get a lot of use out of that sprayer. And as a side note, I bought this little belt sander a while back. It was like $39–40 at Lowe's, and it's come in very handy. Yeah, I mean, it really does a good job. And on a side note, I've had these for a while, thinking I might make some cabinets at some point. So maybe one of these days I'll do a review on that. That is for what? The lining up your door knobs and shelves and all that kind of stuff. This is for those type hinges that are the soft close, and then that is for like drawers and all of that. All that came through Amazon. So anyway, got a lot of stuff I'd like to get to one of these days if I could ever get caught up. So what I'm gonna do now is just sand this a little bit more. I filled the holes that I've had that I put in here with my little brad nailer. But up here, I don't know if you can see this on camera. Yeah, I've got a little bit of an edge right there. I'm gonna try to hit that with the belt sander and sand that on out. There's a little bit of an edge right there. And this is at the very top, and this thing's about 6 foot tall, so you might not ever notice that, or I don't know, a grown man might look right at it. So I'm gonna sand that down and then slick it all up, and then see if I can put some paint on there. Took it down pretty good. That's a 40 grit paper, so that's already where I want it. If I go any further, I don't want to have a concave surface. So now I'm gonna switch out and go to 120 and just put a fine finish on it, and then I'll be ready to paint. But that worked really good. I like this belt sander. It comes in very, very handy. I never thought to buy one, but it has come in very handy. Alright, I didn't know I was going to do this, but as far as changing this paper out, it's pretty easy. Pop that up, and I'm probably going to have 2 hands, but it releases the tension, and you slide this off. This is at 140, Actually, I'm gonna be able to get off one-handed. I'm not even gonna try with putting it back on one hand. Anyway, that was the 40 grit, and now I'm gonna put on some 120, and really it'll just really smooth it on up. But yeah, this thing pretty user friendly. All right, I ain't gonna make a big deal out of opening this thing up. I ain't a big fan of open box, whatever they call those videos. But anyway, I'll do it real quick. Because like I said, this was an expensive item. And if I were gonna buy one again, I'd do exactly what I did. I'd like to know what I'm getting. So, comes in this pack. I hope this stuff is, yep. All right, let's see. Really need to go charge the batteries. So that's it. I think they must run some, it comes with some armor, pump armor. Must be the charger for the battery. These are the little canisters. This little stuff here, these are some disposable containers. You pour your paint in there apparently. And I'll get into all that in a little bit. Tip. This is that pump armor I was talking about. Am I in the camera? I think you just put a little bit of this in when you get done. It protects this pump on there. Let's see. More stuff for far as the tip, I guess. Oh, this is the charger. So I don't really know what this is. I don't know what this is. Maybe you can run it. If you don't have a battery, you can run it with this. But this is the battery charger, and like I said, it comes with 2 of these DeWalt 20-volt batteries, which, you know, I don't know what this costs if you go buy a charger and 2 batteries. I would say maybe $100. So that's pretty good. And I'm pretty sure I can use these on my other drills, so that kind of helped me, I guess, in some way justify buying this thing. I don't see anything left in here but some paperwork. So I didn't have the little cone filters to filter the paint. My wife is actually at Lowe's right now picking some of those up. I'm not going to run it without that. It doesn't come with one, but I'm just not going to pour it in there. The review I did watch said to use a filter to do that. So anyway, I guess this tip is an extra tip. But I'll get into all that in a minute. I'm not going to bore you to death with that on the video. But I'm pretty impressed with this thing, man. I hadn't even used it yet. But the videos I watched, man, it really looked like a good tool. So I'll get geared up and do a little testing and then paint my cabinet. I've got my sprayer. I'm gonna try to do this one-handed. There's a process you do to get. I filtered the paint, got it in the cup. You have to open this little cap. Where's my finger? Right there. Squeeze the air out, and there's a prime position. I primed it. Now I got it back on spray. I've got this little cabinet I made a while back just for kind of practicing to build a cabinet. I'm gonna use it to spray. And again, I'm trying this one-handed, so I'll do the best I can. But let's see how she works. So far, so good. I think I can turn this tip because I'm going up and down. I can turn this tip, I'm sure, and go left or right. But either way, so far, so good. So I'm going to pause and set up on my project here and paint it. I guess I should close the garage door because the light from outside is messing me up. I just don't want to paint my garage door. I'll do the best I can as far as the light. This side right here might be good, but either way, I'll video best I can. All right, I guess I need to invest in a stand or something. But anyway, I've got it on this one side. I'm gonna make a video of me spraying, then I'll pause it and I'll spray the whole thing, and then just kind of come back and show you the finished product. Here we go. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna start on the back in case something goes wrong. I am curious. I guess this will turn. It does have some overspray. Hope it's not getting all over my phone, which I'm pretty sure that it is. Alright, so I'm gonna do another side and then I'm gonna pause this because I don't want to get my phone spray painted. Hopefully I'm out of the way. Alright, I hear it starting to choke up. There's a switch you can flip to kind of clear that out. If it keeps doing that, I'm gonna clear it out. Yep. See, there's a switch right here. I'm gonna squirt this out in the yard and come right back. Yeah, that. Now I got this back. That gets plugs out. Let's see if it works. It's kind of. Oh, I'm out of paint. About out of paint. That's the problem, man. That went empty quick. Okay, but anyway, it's doing a good job so far. I'm gonna cut this off because I think I'm covering my phone up, but it's doing a great job so far. I'm happy with it. All right, I got it sprayed. Good news is the sprayer did a really good job. I feel like for an amateur painter. I mean, it didn't take very long at all to paint it. So as far as the sprayer goes, I'm satisfied. Bad news is it revealed a lot of problems with the wood that I used. I guess I just didn't use the right wood. I'm hoping I can get that belt sander back out and saying that, but it really revealed. See the split or whatever inside of there? I see a water or some paint drip right there. It looked too much. So I'm not sure what the plan is right now. I think at the very least I could get and caulk these seams and tighten that up, make that look a little better. But you know, some places I didn't realize. Just going in a pantry. Now that is my Craig holes. It doesn't. I ain't worried about that. That won't be seen. But like all of this, I really don't like that. And a belt sander, I don't guess is gonna get that out of there. Not that I can even get that sander in there. I hate to have to rebuild this thing. I've already got $100 in this, not to mention my time. But another lesson learned. But anyway, sprayer worked really good. It'll need another coat, but that first coat sucked up a lot of paint, man. I almost used a half a gallon. That sprayer puts it out. Now, the one thing I did, I'll go back over here. The one thing I probably should have done is dialed this back. So I'm on 10. After I got done, of course, I read where you really, for what the kind of paint and job I was using, I should have went a 5. It would have put less paint out. But either way, I got to get it covered. And also, man, when I stuck it up in, when I got up in there painting under and the sides and all, it was so much spray going on. It got some overspray on. I don't think it hurts it, but it sure ain't pretty as it was. I hate that, but you know, that's just got a new toy and I already got it dirty, but ain't no big deal. I cleaned all this up. This tip comes off pretty easy. Just pulls right out. This screws off, and this slides out first, and this screws off of here. This is what they call a vacuum valve. If you get one of these, you'll figure out what all that is. I just put water in this cup and sprayed it through a few times. You do the where you turn the tip, unclog it, you prime it, whatever. I'm not gonna get into all that. If you buy one, you'll realize or see what it's a pretty easy cleanup, and it seems like it did a good job. Got everything cleaned out. Now I had a little paint left in there. Looks like there might still be a little bit more of that white right there. I'll get that out. I just took my water hose very carefully and shot up in there, but you know, I didn't want to get the whole thing covered. Now I'm gonna let this stuff dry, and then there's pump armor, protects it in storage while it's being stored. So I'll put some of that in when I get done. And I found out that this, if you're using like a solvent, or instead of flammable solvent, you basically use this wire to ground the machine out so it doesn't, you know, the overspray doesn't cause a spark and blow yourself up. But that's all for now. I'm happy with the tool. I'm just not happy with my cabinet making skills. I think I just used the wrong type of wood. I should have got this was a cabinet grade wood, but it wasn't, you know, the best stuff. You know, I guess I tried to save $30 or $40. The camera won't focus now, but anyway, and it looks like I'm paying for it. See, that looks like crap. I don't know what to say. I'll get my wife to look at it. She's a, you know, if she likes it or if she's okay with it, anybody will be okay with it. So that's all for now. I don't know how long this video is going on. I hope it didn't drag on too long. I tried to cut it short as much as I could, but yet here I am rambling. So that's that. I guess my next video will be putting this garage floor coverage down. I've got all the stuff I need for that. I might get another because I need enough for another coat. But anyway, I'll be making a video of that in the near future. That's about a 4-day process, so it'll be a week or so. But I appreciate it. I might start putting a little button up to subscribe again. Maybe get that going. Anyway, again, I'm rambling. Thanks a lot, guys.